I just seen so many other people have success,
Yeah.
and I was just like, I want that, like if they could
Okay.
do it, I could do it. If the product is like interesting to me where I just want to buy it without influence, I'll get it because people know what they want to buy. I would look at the top selling videos and kind of just make it my own. Once I
Yeah.
started implementing like hooks, that's what really changed for me. What's crazy about viral videos is like you don't know what's going to hit. Don't think about it too much. Just be authentic.
What is the highest GMV generated in a month?
493,000.
All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to TikTok Shop Affiliate Academy, a podcast that uncovers the story and strategy from the top 1% of TikTok Shop affiliates. I am your host, Ivan. We have a very special guest today, Julia. How you doing, Julia?
Hey, how's it going? I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well, doing well. Thank you for taking the time. So, Julia, you were saying pre-call that you are in California as well with a family. What does life look like for you outside of TikTok Shop?
Well, I'm a mom of five and I do TikTok shop full time now, but I pretty much just make content, just enjoy my days off, and
Okay.
it's pretty much it.
I love it. I love
Just
it.
the
Okay.
mom life.
Yeah, definitely 5 kids. Have your hands full for sure. I guess the number one question is like, how do you manage 5 kids, family life, and TikTok shop? What is kind of like key thing that you kind of bring to the table and prioritize, I guess?
Well, before, like, whenever I first started TikTok shop, I had a full time job that I worked from home. So I would just create content like on my breaks while my kids are at school. Now, while my kids are at school, and like I try to do most of my content, but sometimes like after they go to bed, I'll make content. It's pretty much
Okay.
like an all day thing. Like whenever I get an idea, I just
Do it right
prioritize.
away.
And my
Okay.
kids are pretty like they know that this is my job. They know like mom's recording, try not to talk too much. The whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess, you mentioned you were doing a full-time job. You're doing TikTok shop. You were starting TikTok shop and you had your 5 kids. Like, describe that a little bit. Like, what did that kind of mayhem, not mayhem, maybe it was felt at times, but yeah, how did you kind of navigate all those things? And maybe how did you prioritize making videos and make sure you get the videos in?
Mm, Honestly, I just seen so many other people have success,
Yeah.
and I was just like, I want that, like if they could
Okay.
do it, I could do it. That's just the mindset I had.
Yeah.
And like when I do stuff, I feel like I do it with my all. Like I was really good employee, but I also really love doing TikTok shop, creating content and stuff like that. So I don't know, I just made it a priority because
Yeah.
I knew the possibilities of not having to be like always, working like all the time. You know what I mean?
Right, definitely, definitely. You kind of you saw the possibilities and you use that as a driving factor in during your even your busiest times, right? When did you make videos during your kind of full time job? I guess you said during your lunches, your breaks, and then
Yeah,
after
when I would be
school
on like my
sometimes.
breaks, or sometimes I would just be like majority of my videos back then was like literally at my desk. Like I would just get ready in the
Oh,
morning. I would like make videos of me getting ready, just put a quick like song over it. Um I don't know, just
wherever you could fit it
yeah,
in.
whenever I could fit it in, I would just make a video. If I had an idea, I would make a video.
Yeah,
If I seen like something was popping off, I would make more videos of, that. Or if I had one or two sales on something, I would say, okay, I need to prioritize this and make a video on break or whatever.
yeah. That's one
I
thing.
never batch created. I just
On the spot.
yeah.
That's so I noticed two things in what you're saying when I interview people. One, it's like um you kind of have to fit it in within your day or try try your best to fit it in, like if like you said getting ready with me, or if you're kind of at your desk, just like do it, right? You see a trend, just do it, right? And
Mhm.
so along those same lines, it's also like perfectionism. You're not a perfectionist, you just kind of make
Yeah.
the video and go with it, right? It doesn't have to be script, it
Mhm.
has to be 100% what you wrote, and kind of just go with it and make those videos, press, upload, and off to the races. So cool. I like that. Okay. So what were you, I guess, what were you doing before TikTok shop? Did you have a TikTok shop, or did you have a TikTok account, with your personal
Yeah.
account, or did you kind of get in? Okay. Talk to me
Yeah.
about
So
your original
in
account.
2020, I joined TikTok. My little sister, shout out to her, Mia. She
Cool.
was the one who was like, she's like 15 years younger than me. So she was like, talking about, I think it was like Musically at the time. I don't remember, but
Yeah.
she was like, yeah, TikTok, TikTok, TikTok. So I just joined it and started making like silly videos and like just having fun on the app. And then I like kind of just stopped posting because like when you first, I don't know if you've experienced this, but when you like first create content, you kind of like look for validation and like in likes and
Mhm.
views and things like that. At least I did. And so it kind of just made me like discouraged and not want to post. And then in 2023, I don't know, I just seen like people on Facebook. I was trying to do Facebook cooking page. That didn't really like it didn't
Mhm.
hit. I tried to do like Pinterest affiliate with Amazon, didn't
Mhm.
hit. I've always been into like selling things like It Works and like Tupperware. Like when I was 18, I joined Tupperware because I
Yeah.
just like, promoting good products. And so I don't know, I kind of just evolved into
Yeah.
what it was really just like fun for fun content. And then like I said, once I started making money, like that was my main focus is like shop.
I love that. So a couple things in there that I like is you were selling, right? Another common aspect that I have with TikTok Shop affiliates is they know how to sell in some capacity, whether it be like you said, selling Tupperware or whatever it may be on the side, and have a history of it. And now you just take that over to the digital space of TikTok, right? And then now you're
Yeah.
selling to online. So um,
Yeah.
all those build like at the time you said that they weren't successes, but at the end of the day, it's all building
Yeah.
blocks to where you're at
Exactly.
today with
Yeah.
TikTok Shop. So
Some
beautiful.
of
I
like
love
the
it.
core things that I learned from,
Mhm.
It Works, like sharing instead of like trying to sell the product. I
Yeah.
like implemented that, which I think has helped a lot.
Yeah. Okay. So talk to me more about that. Like, everyone, for me at least, it's trying to sell a product. You're trying to sell on TikTok Shop, but you mentioned sharing. What does that kind of look like when you make a
Mhm.
video?
So like I just like to, share the product instead of like this is like and I have done that before. Like this is on sale, you guys should run.
Hmm.
But like for example, these glasses, I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, look at these cool glasses I just got. Like this is
Yeah.
why I got them. Like look at what they can do." Like, just sharing the
Yeah.
product and not being like, "Oh my god, you guys need to go buy these glasses." I just
Right.
feel like it hits different, when you're just sharing because like people to me, I feel like people know what they want to buy. Like you
Right.
don't have to I don't know. I can't explain it. That's how I feel when I buy things. Like I could just look at a product and
Yeah.
be like, "Oh my god, I want that," and I'll buy it. So I kind of use that as well. Like if the product is like interesting to me, where I just want to buy it without influence, I'll
Hmm.
get it because I feel like
Yeah.
okay, if I was influenced to buy it, then you know
Yeah.
it'll be easier for people to buy. I guess.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's like how you approach the video, right? If it's a
Yeah.
salesy kind of, angle, or if it's kind of like
Mhm.
sharing, with your girlfriend down the street of a cool thing you bought, right? So
Exactly.
sharing is a tactic that you can use. Cool. So you're on TikTok making videos, and then TikTok Shop comes around. We talked a little bit pre-call, but what do those first TikTok Shop videos look like? You had an idea, you saw people with success, and you're like, okay, let me make some
Yeah.
videos. What did those first videos kind of look like?
So, like the first shop video that I ever did, it was that viral perfume spray. I don't, it
Mhm.
was like Sol de Janeiro. That was like super
Okay.
poppin'. And I got it and I didn't like it. I just made a silly video like, oh, haha, like I don't like this, but please give me the commission for it. And I did
Okay.
get 2 sales for it. So I was like, oh, that's
Okay.
cool. And then again, I didn't think nothing of it. And then I seen another video about somebody talking about those utensils that were like super viral as well,
Yep.
kitchen utensils. And they made like $65,000 or some crazy astronomical number off of the utensil. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna buy that. So I bought it
Yeah.
thinking I was gonna, sell a million of
Repeat
them.
the process.
Exactly. But no, it didn't. And then at the time also like the chamoy pickles were like people were eating them a lot. They were showing them.
Yeah.
And so I bought like a 5 pack because it was on sale. Like normally it was like 50, but it was on sale for 35. I was like, oh, this is a really good deal. I'm gonna buy it. And it was 5 packs. So I just made a video and nothing hit. And then I posted another video of it. And then that one kind of like started to sell because it was like Black Friday sales.
Right.
So it sold like $60 in one day. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is like insane. Like that was my goal to make $60 a day. Like I told myself I want to make $60 a day because I think it was like 300 extra dollars a week or something. Something
Right.
so but it was like life-changing money really. And then like I think it was like the next day or it was on my birthday, but I had like a $300 day. And I was like,
Yeah.
what the heck? Like it's crazy. Like I thought like that was like amazing, like and it is amazing. It is amazing.
Yeah.
um it was insane and I was just like, oh my gosh, there's potential here. And my husband was the one who actually told me like, hey, you should like look for other products on there and like try selling. So all the money, not all of it, but some of the money that I made from TikTok, I like pushed it back into like different products that I felt
Yeah.
like
So
were good.
couple interesting things there. It's like when you first start, one of the problems that newbies have is they don't have products to do. They apply for samples and they don't get it because
Yeah.
they don't have the GMV. But you took your kind of fate in your own hands. You bought the product. You're like, wait a
Mhm.
minute, I saw that product. It's selling well. I'm gonna buy it for myself and make videos on it, right? So don't be hesitant to go get the products if you think you really
Yeah.
vibe with it, right? So
Right,
you
right.
did that, and even
Especially if you
a
like
step
actually
further.
like it.
Yeah, yeah, you actually like it. Like I say, you vibe with it, you see yourself using it, etc. And then you take it a step further, with your husband's kind of push and like, hey, wait, the money that I made in this business, let's go into buying more products that I connect with. So, how long from let's call that viral 300 or like let's call it the $60 video from when you first started? What was that
Mhm.
time period in between?
Like from when I started, what do
TikTok
you mean?
shop.
Like the $60 to the $300? It was in
No,
like,
the
oh,
zero to the $60.
oh, I had got like accepted into the TikTok shop like in June, but like I said, I didn't do anything with it. But it
Yeah.
wasn't until like November that I actually like
Okay.
seen that there was potential.
Okay. And
And
then
I
how many
did
videos did you make in that time?
yeah, no, well, yeah, there was, but it was mostly like I was making like cooking videos because like I told you
Yeah.
before in the call, like I was like on Facebook trying to make like a cooking channel, trying to like
Yeah.
budget meals and stuff like that. Which it didn't go anywhere, obviously. But with the utensils that I would use, I would put it and then tag it, you know what I mean? So it
Yeah.
wasn't really like how I do shop videos now, where I'm like
Yeah.
in your face with the product. It was more just like, oh, they're on the side. And if you want to click the link,
Got it.
So
Yeah,
yeah.
that I mean, that's part of it, right? At that moment in time, you thought that that was how you sell in TikTok Shop, right? That's the videos you
Mhm.
made to sell in TikTok Shop, but you grinded it out. You kept on making those videos until
Mhm.
you got to a place where you're at now, where you're kind of have a system for yourself, right? So, yeah, it's really kind of just, you went months essentially of making what you thought was good and you kept on making these videos, right? You didn't let
Yeah.
the, lower views, no sales discourage you. And you got to a point where, you got the $60, you got the $300, and then you're like, okay, this is it. Like, let me double down on what's going
Yeah.
good. So, very cool. Cool. Um, so what do you think about your video making style that sets you apart from
Mhm.
someone else?
I don't know that
No,
part. I
nothing.
just I kind of follow like I feel like I follow a lot of the top or like other content creators
Mhm.
because like whenever I first started, I would go to like videos. You know how you can I don't know if you know this, but you could go to like the top selling videos
Yep.
and like whenever you go to a product. So I would do that and I would look at the top selling videos and kind of just make it my own. So that's kind of how I started, but now I just kind of I don't know, I just sometimes it's the hook, like having a good hook like really is a big that's what really changed for me, like not just not having a hook, I guess. Like once I
Yeah.
started implementing like hooks, that's when it really started to be like, okay,
Right. Right. Right.
and it just started
So,
hitting. I don't
yeah,
know
you're
though.
telling me, yeah, like what you're talking. Sorry, you talked about earlier. What looking for the videos that are popping for products. How for those who are not aware, how do you get from seeing a product to seeing the videos that are popular? Popping for that product.
Well, when you click on the actual product
Yep.
where your commission shows, you can swipe up and then
Yep.
it'll show you like the top selling. It'll be the part where it says like contact seller and all that. If you
Yep.
scroll a little more down, you can see like the top selling videos
Mm,
on there on the
yeah.
bottom. Is that
Yeah.
what you're talking about?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
So for those listening, there's a way to access kind of
Mhm.
what are the videos that are selling for that product, right? Just
Mhm.
kind of
Yeah.
click on that
And
affiliate
then
link and then swipe down.
yeah, and then I would just like look at what's on the screen, like what's
Hmm.
what's their setting look like, or just like how they're sharing the product and stuff like that.
Cool. And then kind of a related question, right? You were making those cooking videos. It wasn't success to start, but what do you think kind of got you from that zero to that first success? Like what changed? I know you mentioned hooks,
Mm,
but what other things did you change that you noticed? Like, hey, I wasn't making sales, now I'm making sales, and this is why I did it.
I really didn't start using like hooks until like whenever I told you I got my page banned, but whenever I got it back, that's when I started using hooks. But I think I've seen other videos I've just seen them on my For You page, and it was the
Yeah.
chamoy pickle that my video was viral. And I just remember like looking at the video and like how they made it look so delicious and they made it look so
Yeah.
good. So that's kind of just what I recreated. I was just like, oh, look at this. It looks I didn't even talk. It was just me making it or whatever. And that I don't know, I guess that just did it for
Yeah.
people. And I have kept that same thing because I've been able to repeat, especially with food, like that's you have to make it look good. You have to make it look,
Mm,
delicious,
edible. Yeah. Or
edible,
like
yeah. Because
desirable.
you can't taste obviously over the video, but you can like your mouth will water if you see something's like really
Mm-hmm.
good.
Like
So
visually.
that's kind of like what I've learned as well. Like your best part of your video needs to be in the first few
Yeah.
seconds,
Yeah.
especially for.
Yeah. One thing I like to talk about is kind of ups and downs, right? And you touched on it a second ago about your account getting banned, right? And
Mhm.
I'd like to dive into that a little bit. But you know, Julia, you started a long time ago. You're maybe one of the first affiliates, right? You were making affiliate videos here and there. Um, And then, back in that time, it's kind of the wild, wild west. No one really knew what was a good affiliate video in the
Mhm.
eyes of TikTok, that you
Yeah.
could get banned for saying the most innocent things, and it was kind of crazy. So talk me back to that time where your account got banned. Why was it banned? And then you have it back now, and then how to get back.
Okay. So, whenever I first started, like a lot of affiliates, they were using the words like dupe. And I
Mhm.
also, one of my top products, well, my first like $1,000 day was the gut cleanse. And
Mhm.
so that I just said, oh, I lost like 7 pounds. I didn't know you couldn't say weight, which was true. Like I did lose 7 pounds in the week, but I
Yep.
didn't know you couldn't say lose weight, weight loss, weight gain, all that stuff. So that I got hit with a couple violations for that. I had my kids in my videos, which that one got taken off.
Yeah.
Um, I also deleted the videos when they had the violations on them because I just thought that's what, like, I didn't want the video to get another violation. I don't know. That's just what
Yeah.
my mindset was. And so I deleted the videos. I ended up working with an agency. They reached out to me and I was just like, hey, if you guys can help me get my page back, I will let you link to my account. So
Yep.
they linked to my account. Thankfully, they were like a good, I think it was super ordinary. I can't remember for sure. But they were able to get that one that I left. I had one video that I didn't delete. I just left it. They were able
Yeah.
to get that one off, and that one brought me down to like 21 points, and I
Yeah.
got my page back. But whenever my page was banned, I was like, no, heck no, I'm not gonna, like, I'm gonna make a page again and I'm gonna like
y-
redo this.
Yeah.
And at the time, I don't know if you remember how like you could go like be a seller and
Yep. Yep.
like do it the fast way like that. Well, I did it that way, but I got banned like the first day and I was like, okay, I have to do this like the right way.
Yeah.
So I just started following a bunch of people, just started like posting my like I've just tried to say like I'm trying to get back into TikTok shop. I
Okay.
only got to like 3,000 followers before I like got my other page back, which was in
Yeah.
like March. I got my page back. And then, so I kind of just like threw that page to the side and I was
Uh
like, oh, I'm
huh.
gonna go full force on my page. And then the
The
first week I
original.
made $4,000. And then out of nowhere, like because of your violations, it said like traffic suppression. I don't know if the algorithm just like remembered like, oh, this person is supposed to have traffic suppression, but for the whole month of May, I probably only made like $400 or something like that.
Yeah.
And like my videos were not going anywhere. So I was like,
Yeah.
something is wrong with my page. Something is wrong. But then as soon as all of them fell off, my page just went right back to normal. So
Okay.
I just kept posting through that, even that, like seeing like 40 views on my videos. I was just like, I'm still gonna keep posting. I'm still gonna keep posting.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds right. There's a lot of algorithm play that goes in play, right? There's so many affiliates, and they need points of distinction between, like, how do I classify good affiliates versus bad? And violation points is just one of those pieces of the puzzle. So yeah, it's kind of not coincidence that once those violation points dropped off, you now have better performance on your TikTok Shop videos. So yeah, definitely. And then another thing I took away, a lot to unpack in that, in what you
Yeah,
just
there's
said.
a lot. Sorry.
But no, it's great. And so in the very beginning, you got the violations, and in all fairness to you, everyone was getting violations. And one thing, everyone was doing those things that you did, right? Everyone said weight
Hmm.
loss,
Yeah.
not purposefully, but just kind of
Hmm.
naturally. They showed their kids. There's millions, there's thousands of videos up there, of people
That's
showing their
just
kids.
kids. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like kid focus, kid everything, and that's and you didn't know to keep your videos up. Your natural reaction is like, oh, this video is bad, let me delete it so it doesn't like cause any more trouble, right? So
Exactly.
like those are all innocent things. And fortunately you got your account back, and fortunately the ban or the violation points fell off, and now you're in a better standing. So very cool. Okay, yeah, a lot of things there. And then like you said, when you came back, those violation points came back. It was the same time where you started like, wait a minute, I should integrate hooks more. Is that correct? Or kind of
Yeah.
be more
So yeah,
yeah.
pretty much is in May is when like my videos started like hitting again. And then I was just
Nice.
like, I'm gonna do like then actually Melina, I'm sure you know Mama Melina. If you don't know her, you
Mhm.
guys follow her. But she was sharing like she made like $85,000 in 1 month, and then she started sharing tips that were like free. Like, you guys have to like get the viewers' attention. You have to put a call to action. You have to, all these things. And I just started taking information from all the free videos, and just I don't know, I just kind of I had like one video that I was like jumping on the bed, and I was like,
Uh-huh.
this is really, really, really sturdy. And because I'm like a plus size lady, there was so many comments like, oh my God, if that bed can hold her, like I'm buying
Yeah.
now, like all the comments. But that like it went viral. So I was like, cool, I know, okay, now I know like there has to be like something going on in the beginning to like
Yeah.
stop the viewer.
Right,
So
right.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, I love that, I love that. So, yeah, you just kinda, like, the way I look at it is, like, you leveled up through learning, right? And it's
Yeah.
like you get a taste of, you said you're 30, you're $600 a month, and then all of a sudden it's like, "Wait a minute, like, these people are making $80,000. Like, how do I get to that?" And then you start, uncovering
Yeah.
what they're doing, and then you bring it into your videos, and you see what works for your videos, right? So it's like, for me, it's like you get a viral video and you plateau, and that's how you do things for a little bit, and then you see other people doing and you copy that, or like, use that as inspo, and then you kind of go from there. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, great stuff. Okay, so up next, oh, we didn't really go, I guess we went through some of your like kind of down moments, right? You got a banned account, etc. But like, have you ever gotten, a ton of sales, and then the next couple weeks it's like crickets, or not great? Like,
um
how do you get through that time?
So whenever actually, like, to be honest, like I've always from like the first month that like started in November,
Yep.
I think I made like $2,800 that first month, and I was like, wow, this is like insane. And that's when the different products came, and
Yeah.
then like the next month I made like 8,000, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. January I made 9,000, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, this is crazy. And then my account got banned, so I was like, oh my gosh, devastated. And
Yes.
so then when I came back in March and I made that 4,000, I was like, wow, like this is so cool. Like I'm gonna be able to recreate whatever I was doing. And then the traffic suppression hit, and I was like, okay, whatever. I'm not gonna give up. Like just keep
Yeah.
posting. And then in May, it just popped off again. And then
Yeah.
it goes up. It definitely goes up and down. Like there's gonna be days when you have like $5,000 days, $1,000 days, and then you'll have like the lowest day I've had since I've started, like fully started, is like $213 or something like that
Yeah.
on one page. Like I have 3 pages, so like adding them all together is probably like $300 or something like that in a day.
Yeah.
That's like my goal now, is like 300, and anything extra is like a blessing.
Yeah. So you looked at, that depression of kind of views, and your banning of your account. And you mentioned right now you had 3 accounts. And that's kind of like a strategic thing, right? Like, talk me
Yeah.
through that. Like, what made you want to get the 3 accounts? And yeah.
So my page was kind of like in September, because in September is when I fully quit my job to like do TikTok shop full time.
Hmm.
I was already seeing success, and I knew that like I was afraid to like make the jump. I always
Hmm.
said like I would never make social media like my main income. Like I would never
Hmm.
do that. And then it was just coming to a point where it's like, okay, I'm making good money. I'm putting a lot of effort into this job that I'm starting to not like as much. I loved my
Hmm.
job before. I was starting to not like it. And then I was just like praying, and I was like, God, like, give me a word, like, if I'm supposed to leave or not. And then he gave me
Yeah.
a scripture. It said, seek peace and find it. So I just took it that, like, this was me, taking that risk. And so whenever I quit my job, I had a good month still, but then I was like, you know what? I'm going to start posting on my second page, because whenever they allowed like the 1,000 pilot program, I
Yeah.
immediately joined my other page because I have like
Got
1,000
it.
followers.
You're
I
already
joined
there.
that page right away into the TikTok shop. I never did anything with it though. I was just like, it'll be there if I lose this page.
Hmm.
And so then I started making videos just like randomly here and there. And then I had a viral video on that page. And I was like, hold on. There's actually like, I can actually make way more money if I double down on both pages. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? So
Yeah.
I was having like a lower month in my main page, but then I would have this like supplemental on the side
Yeah.
on the second page. And then after I like had the second page, like whatever. Then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a third page, because like, heck yeah, like this is like potential to be like something even greater. So I did. I made a third page, and in 11 days, I got into the TikTok Shop pilot program, and then yeah, that's so now I have 3 pages. Now I only
Nice.
really focus on my 2 pages,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to like be more like consistent with my 2 pages before I like have the third one open. But I
Yeah.
do post on the third one like here and there, because I do
Just
still
keep
get
it.
sales on that one. Yeah. So
Yeah, yeah, okay. So my main question is like content wise, how do you keep 1, 2 pages, almost 3 pages full with content? Like, what's your kind of strategy? Like, how many videos? Like, when you had the one account, how many videos were you doing per day on that one? And then when you kind of expanded to 2 and 3, how what did the video spread look like per day?
So I've always did like the 3 videos a day. Whenever I was working, I would just make sure that I did my
Okay.
3 videos. And then after I stopped, I started push. And sometimes it depends. Like I would do anywhere from 3 to 5.
Yeah.
Now I do anywhere from like 3 to 12 on one page, just because like I have so many products that I'm trying to review, or just
Yeah.
like I have so many ideas or so many comments that I want to respond to, or
Okay.
whatever. So now I put a lot of my main like effort and focus on my main page. And so like my backup page, I kind of just do like 1 video to 2 videos a day. I'm trying to
Okay.
get it to like 3 videos, but then
Okay.
my third page, I kind of just like throw a video out every now and then,
Right.
just to kind
Right.
of like
Okay.
keep me in the algorithm. So I don't
Okay.
really have like a
Like a
set,
formula or say.
yeah,
Okay.
I
But
just
you
post a
kind of
lot.
try to keep them active. Your focus is on page 1. Page 2, you kind of you wanna keep more active than page 3, and you just kinda go from there.
Yeah.
Um, okay, yeah. I think, a problem that people have, and maybe I wanna dive into this a little bit more, but, like, being able to make videos, like batch make videos or make a high number of videos per day, is a key, from what I see with you, right? Because if you ask someone to make 10 videos a day, 12 videos a day, like they would never be able to that. I say that because I would never be able to do that, right? So like, how is I as a creator how can I kind of how do you what's your mindset going into making so many videos per day?
I kind of just like get the product, I have an idea, and I just do it quick. I mean, I,
Yeah.
I do edit though. Like if I mess up, like I'll restart my sentence and then I'll just clip that part out. I
Okay.
take out, the breaths and all that stuff. Like, but just don't think about it too much. Just
Okay.
be authentic. Don't sit there and try to like do too much. Like
Right.
I mean, yes, it's cool to share a product and show every single detail, but honestly, nobody's gonna let there
Mm,
if they want to buy it, they're gonna see the main thing that you like about it and they're gonna buy it.
right.
So I kind of just show my favorite part of the product, or if it's a comment, I respond to the comment,
Yeah.
something like that. Just
So it's
quick, easy, nothing, rarely ever over a minute long for my
yeah.
videos.
Yeah,
So
see, that's something with me, and I'm sure a lot of new affiliates as well. It's like they get too caught up in being perfect and like, hey, I have this script I want to do, this hook that I want to do, I want to talk about this product, and then it doesn't go right, and then you have like 5 different takes or 50 different takes for me, and you kind of
yeah,
get stuck and you kind of get discouraged. So you're just saying like, press record, go do your thing, like, talk, share the product, sell the
mhm,
product, and then you can edit it out and then post, right? Worst
yep,
thing that happens, doesn't get any views, and then you kind of go on there and you follow, the videos that do well and kind of double
yeah,
down on that, maybe try different strategies. And that's kind of like, I talked about this a little bit, but like the community that we have, Affiliate Academy HQ, is just like posting all these different strategies, and you can pick out what works for you, right? Like, and we
right.
have these great affiliates and they share what works for them. Hopefully you can kind of pick up what works for you. So affiliateacademyhq.com. Check it out. We have weekly calls to, with these previous guests. They go over what works for them, and also kind of Q&A, what works for them. And also we review videos of affiliates and kind of give them improvement points. So yeah, check it out for sure.
Definitely check it.
Cool. Up next, we're gonna review one of your videos, one of your kind of viral videos. It's about a blanket. It's got some bad words in there, so we'll try to bleep them out. But I will share my screen, and then we'll be on our way. Okay, so
It's literally 1:30 in the morning, and it is freezing. This blanket is so cold. I have to actually cuddle up with my husband because we are that. I am freezing. Are you cold? It's cold. Like, if you guys are looking for a cooling blanket that actually cools, this is so thin, and it is a very, very cooling blanket. Not to mention, it is half the price of the other viral one. Half the price.
it's cool. So just to set that up, it's you and your husband in bed. It says like 2 o'clock in the morning, and you're kind of sharing a blanket that you had, right? And so,
Hmm.
um, cool. I always like to ask, what about that video do you think, made it viral? I know there's so
I
many things in my mind, but what do you
honestly
think made it
like
viral?
I have no idea. Like it's and that's what's crazy about viral videos is like you don't know what's gonna hit. Like they sometimes it just takes off. I really think also at the time it was like the cooling blankets were so poppin'.
Yeah.
But which I had my first month was like the other cooling blanket. And then this next month was this blanket. I seen a lot of people purchasing it from that other video. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna get
Mm,
that blanket and review it too. Which I wasn't lying, it really was. But I think also the fact that like Coldplay was playing at 1:30 in the morning, like
yeah.
people are like, are you sure it's not because Coldplay is like blasting that you can't sleep? You know, like all the comments, like people
Yeah.
relating to the, oh my gosh, I can't cuddle, or I don't like cuddling up with my husband, or something, like I have to cuddle up, or
Yeah.
whatever that was about. And just a lot of people said like, oh my gosh, I thought that was Trisha Paytas. I'm not even joking. Like comments where I was like, what? Like, I don't know if
Yeah.
that had something to do with it. Some people were saying like my husband looked like Papa Rug, and they're like, is that Papa Rug? Like there was so many comments. I was just
Yeah.
like, what in the world is happening? Like it was crazy.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, yeah, like you mentioned all those things. For me, it's like it was also like inviting, like no one's has a viewpoint into someone else at 2 o'clock in the morning. So you made that accessible. Like, wait a minute, I'm looking at you at 2 o'clock in the
Yeah.
morning. Like, that's unique. And then the thing that got in my mind, it was like, okay, you're wearing a cool cooling blanket, and you say it's cold. Well, don't put a cooling blanket on, right? I'm sure
Mhm.
you got a lot of that as well.
Mhm.
So I guess to summarize here, what I took is engagement. It's so key. Like
It
maybe
is.
not for every single video, but a common thread for viral videos. And this, how many millions of views did this one have?
I think it has like 19 million views.
Yeah, 19 million views, 1 million hearts, 2,300 comments, 82K saves. It's like, okay, what about this video, this viral video kind of made it happen? It's just like engagement, right? Like
Yeah.
how many conversations can you spark, right? And maybe you want to do it for every video you make, but definitely kind of keep it in mind. Like, hey, if I'm on my search for a viral video, like engagement's where it's at, right?
Yeah,
And yeah,
definitely.
yeah, I like that.
It's
And
definitely like putting like things that people are going to talk about, or like saying the wrong words, or like having
yeah,
food in your teeth, or like if I have like hair on my face that I haven't like fully waxed, or just like anything people are going to comment on. You know what I mean?
yeah. It's yeah, like I said, it's like people may not be comfortable doing it every video, but it's this
Right,
common
right.
thread
Yeah.
for
Yeah,
common thread
some
for
right,
viral
right. Not
videos.
all of
Like,
them, but like majority of them, that's yeah.
yeah, I love that.
You got
Okay,
to do
great.
controversy
Great.
sells, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Like, just to say, name some that I've seen in previous guests, like someone flushed their AirPods in the toilet,
Mhm.
or someone had a ball gag
Mhm.
in the background, and that got a lot of comments. Another thing is like someone mispronounced an ingredient, and they were gonna
Mhm.
cut it out, and they kind
Mhm.
of just let it go, and they posted it, and that one is the one that
Mhm.
got their first viral video, right? So it's like, yeah,
Yeah.
just like we said earlier, just kind of press record, do some light editing, and
Yeah.
upload, right? So yeah, great tips there. Okay, so we're gonna approach our rapid fire round. What is the highest GMV generated in a month?
In 1 month, it was 493,000.
Ooh, okay, that's awesome. For almost a
Mhm.
$500,000 generated in a month. And then how long ago was this?
That was in July. That was from that video. But there
That
was
was
also
from that
like
video,
other videos, but yeah,
right?
from majority of it
Majority.
was, yeah, from that
And then
video.
when did you decide to quit your day job and
September
go?
of last year.
So after this video.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, you saw you could do it. And then like, and I also want to paint the picture. Like this is TikTok shop, it's not just one video that is sold, a bunch for you. You have tons of other kind of viral successes, or,
Mhm.
not to this magnitude, but definitely other ones
Yeah.
that you can kind of build up your arsenal of videos, right? So
Yeah.
cool. I mean, my next question is, have you been able to get anything cool because of the success? But quitting your full-time job that wasn't exactly a light in your life is
Mhm.
definitely a huge
Yeah.
success in of itself. So yeah, congratulations on that.
Thank you. Yeah,
That's
I think the coolest thing, or I've had a few cool things. Like I paid
yeah,
off my house that I live in. It's a little humble trailer. I love it. It's my grandparents.
beautiful.
And then I also bought a car. So
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
super blessed and super like thankful for this opportunity. I never
Yeah,
in a million years would have thought, like, I wrote it down that I would be a TikTok shop affiliate. Like I
yeah,
wrote it down, and like
yeah,
to be like in the Star Creator program, to be interviewed like by you, like it's kind of
yeah.
like, oh my gosh, it's actually happened.
Yeah, you're doing
I
it. You
just
put in
can't
the
thank
hard work.
anybody but God, like for real.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I mean, congratulations on the success,
Thank you.
paying off your home, getting a car, being full time. I know as a parent, more time with your family, right? You're not gonna have that day job
Yeah,
to kind of be busy with, and now you
definitely.
have more time. And so, yeah, congratulations. But awesome thing is, like, I can tell by your attitude and the way you approach things, it's like only more to come, only bigger and
Oh
better
yeah,
things. So
oh yeah.
I love it.
Last year was just the beginning. And like
Tip of the
TikTok is
iceberg.
just starting, like this is what year 2,
Yeah.
of TikTok shop. So it hopefully it doesn't go away next month.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I always say, like, I say that same thing every single time. TikTok Shop is just starting. It's just like Amazon was the second year. Like, who the hell was buying books off an online platform, right? And
Right,
now
right.
it's like I can see the same kind of growth. And then also, like, there's other um avenues, right? There's YouTube shops, there's Facebook, Meta shops around the corner, right? So, I don't know if I told the podcast this, but I was talking with the head of YouTube shops and kind of strategizing and talking like how they could grow that program, right?
That's cool.
So yeah,
I
just like
we're doing that.
yeah, exactly. And then I also saw like a beta of Facebook shops and how they're kind of rolling it out. So YouTube shops, it goes from YouTube Shorts videos or YouTube videos to the brand's website or
Mhm.
Target.com, right? So
Yeah.
it's an off-platform thing. Meta shops, it's all within the same app, just like TikTok. So just a little FYI, it's around the corner. They're a lot
Okay.
slower to move than TikTok, but
Yeah.
same amount of eyeballs, right? You get like a different audience, but a lot of eyeballs on those channels with not a lot of sellers. So if I were to suggest to you, like, build up your YouTube following, get those subscribers,
Definitely.
those views. But yeah, in the community, we kind of teach you, if you ask questions on how to get your YouTube following your. And whenever Meta rolls out, we'll let you know. But yeah, hit me
Sounds
up
good.
after, Julia. I'll get
I
you hooked up
will.
on
I'll
the on the
definitely.
on the YouTube stuff.
Yeah, that's cool.
Cool. So, what is one piece of advice that you wish you had when you first started?
Um, don't care what people think. Don't
Yeah.
look for like validation in the likes and the views. Like it doesn't matter because once you start making money, it does not matter.
Right.
And
What they think.
yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. You
Yeah.
will not care. And it was 60. All it took was $60 for me not to care.
Yeah. I
So
love
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
It's
read
life
something
changing.
online. Like, I think I saw a TikTok or a video about it, but like, don't care about the opinions of people that are like online or not in your life or that you haven't met in
Mhm.
person, because it's just
It's just,
detracting from you.
yeah, exactly. Like you don't
Uh,
know me, I don't know you. Like
yeah. Yeah.
block if you don't like what they say, like
Yeah.
yeah.
What is one thing that you can improve on as a TikTok shop affiliate?
Mhm. Um, I think maybe like adding more like call to actions because I sometimes notice that like I'll have like a video that's like kind of good, but it's not generating sales. And I
Yeah.
believe it's due to like not having that call to action or just saying like
Mm.
at the very end, like, I've
Click the
been
link.
more like better at it, but that is something that I'm trying to like implement more is like those call to actions at the end of the video.
Yeah. Have you tried recreating those videos that do get high views but low um,
No,
sales?
I've
Yeah,
yet, I no, I've yet to
I
do
would
that.
I would say, like, yeah,
I'm gonna try
definitely
that.
put that. Yeah, so like go search for high view
Hmm.
videos and just insert
I
a call
already
to
have one in
action.
mind.
There you go. Let me know how it goes. I love that.
I
I
will
love
for
that.
sure.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and then like same note, even you don't have to stop at the videos that don't have high sales. You can do it for ones that did generate high
Mhm.
sales. So do that same exact video again, like
Yeah.
5 times.
Oh yeah,
Have you
that's
done?
what I
Yeah,
have done that, like recreated like the same like concept on videos that
yeah,
are like I've seen they sold like so I'm gonna try it even if it's a different product like I'm still gonna do it and it usually
yeah.
like hits. So it's just
Exactly.
I don't know it's just a matter of I guess it's
Yeah,
recreate
no,
repeat.
recreate. Yeah, it worked one time. Let's try it again and see
It
if it works
does,
again.
yeah.
So
Usually it
cool.
does. So
Beautiful. What do you look for in a product that you want to promote? Like, you have, basically a target full of products, and you have your select, being a, 500K plus affiliate. Um, what do you look for in a product to kind of, make you
um
select and make videos on it?
I try to look for stuff that I don't need influencing to buy. Like if I see it and I
Mhm.
want it, like, oh, I know that's gonna sell. Or if I just also like I try not to go for like too much viral products because I feel like they never hit for me. So I always try to go
Okay.
for like something that's not viral yet, something that's nobody's really talking about that has some sales, or like I
Mhm.
see somebody talking about it and I'm like, oh, I can make a video off of that. Like I have an idea. I kind of just More so of things that I know I'm gonna like. I won't if I
Yeah.
get a sample and I don't like it, I don't post it. Like
Okay.
I don't post it because
Do
I
you
don't want
take
to.
the hit rate of the sample request then?
Yeah, sometimes I
Yeah.
do. Like
So
sometimes I
you're
do.
like
Or
a
but now they have the I don't know if they have an option where you could say like I don't like this product. If
oh,
it's
okay. And
under
then
it like right where it's like, the meet post requirements it's
mhm.
at the bottom of that where you could sell like TikTok shop problem or I don't know, but I
Yeah.
just click that like yeah,
Yeah.
I just I just eat it
You have to be
because
truthful, right? Yeah.
yeah, I don't want to like, and that's the thing is like some people are like, oh, you share in everything you love and everything you like. Yeah, if I'm sharing something, I'm not going to share something I don't like. That's just not me. I don't want to bash another company.
Right.
I just don't think that's a good look for other companies that might want to work with you. And I don't know. I just don't like doing it. If I don't like it, I'm just not going to post it.
Okay. Yeah. Great point. Great point. Okay. Last question here. What are some future plans for you? What does 2025 have in store the rest of 2025?
I definitely want to hit 3 million in GMV. I think I'm at like 1.8 right now.
Okay. Well,
So I would like to definitely hit the 3 million mark, maybe 4 million.
yeah.
Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just like grind every day, like there's no tomorrow.
I love
Pretty much.
it. Okay. Well, yeah, you've dropped so many, awesome, teaching points and learning points that the audience is gonna really value. I know I learned a lot, so I appreciate you sharing your thoughts and congratulations on the
Thank
success,
you.
Julia. It's
Thank
been awesome
you.
hearing your story.
Thank you
So
so much for having me.
yeah, yeah. If you
Really.
want to learn more about Julia and other affiliates, join the community, affiliateacademyhq.com. And that concludes it for today. Thank you for joining in. Thank you,
Thank
Julia.
you.